In today's news, Premier Wheatley reflects on 1949 March, 11th Annual Lobster Festival hailed a success despite lower turnout. The BVI observes Special Education Week. Lions Club Christmas tree lighting opens season. We also saw Bickerton, president of the BVI Football Association, announcing retirement over the weekend, and 15 received new belts from Purple Dragon. Our viewers, these and more stories when 284 News return.
Angie, how can I get my claims paid quick? Rent's due next week.
CG processes 99% of claims within 5 days. Remember when I was hang gliding with those goats? I caught a gust of wind and flew right into a moving car. Every appendage was in the cast, and they paid fast and fairly. That's what I get for trusting a man with a mustache and an eye patch. Now I gotta go. I'm meeting the guy who bedazzled my toes.
99% of claims are processed within 5 days. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Catch all the action from the 2023 NFL games with CCT Live on various channels, including ESPN Channel 412, ESPN2 Channel 413, Telemundo Channel 315, and Fox Channel 304. When you subscribe to any CCT Fire plan, you'll automatically bundle CCT Live. For more information, visit your nearest CCT store or give us a call at 444-4444. Choose CCT Live and enhance your game day experience.
Welcome viewers to the Tuesday, November 28th edition of 284 News. I am Kamal Haynes, bringing you the latest out of the British Virgin Islands. Leading today's news, in his recent remarks chronicling reflections of the 1949 March, to which the territory observed by way of public holiday yesterday, Monday, November 27th, Premier of the Virgin Islands, Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley, said that the fruits of the 1949 March were monumental in paving the way for Virgin Islanders and were key in re-establishing fundamental human rights to the territory.
The fruits of the 1949 Great March were monumental achievements by our foreparents. They have indelibly changed the political, social, and economic landscape of our country and the prospects of all the generations of Virgin Islanders since. Many of the rights, privileges, and comforts that we enjoy and take for granted today would not have been possible were it not for the efforts of the brave men and women who stood up to mighty powers and demanded what are now more widely recognized in modern terms as fundamental human rights.
Premier Wheatley also paid homage to the freedom fighters who led the march that changed the trajectory of the Virgin Islands.
Most of us are very familiar with the concerns and outrage expressed in the 1930s and 40s by notable persons such as Hope Stevens, David G. Fonseca, Charles W. Georges, Howard R. Penn, Joseph R. O'Neill, and the BVI Civic League over the deplorable standard of living on the islands, the poor governance by the administrators, and the social injustice of the day. They championed the cause that Virgin Islanders deserve to have a greater and more meaningful participation in their own governance, a situation that had been deteriorating to abysmal lows since the Legislative Council in the Virgin Islands was shut down in 1901. Of course, it took the frustrations and persistence of a humble fisherman from Anegada, Theodulf H. Faulkner, angry with the poor treatment of his pregnant wife, to inspire and stimulate action among the population. United by their common belief of what was right and just and what was wrong, the masses came out in their numbers, marched through the capital, and aired their grievances, and demanded the return of their rights and human dignity in the return of their legislature, so that they would not be governed by persons hundreds of miles away who had no clue as to the realities on these islands.
One of the most monumental changes which followed as a result of the march was the re-establishment of the Legislative Council.
The return of the legislature to these shores in 1950 paved the way for incremental political development and advancement of our nation and our people. The ability to govern certain aspects of our affairs cleared the way for the development of our tourism and financial services industries, which have aided the economic advancement of our country and our people. Our economic successes have enabled us to develop our infrastructure, such as our ports, airports, and schools. All of this and more have come from the courage of those brave souls who reminded us of the long-held desire of our foreparents to have self-determination, and that if it does not happen in their lifetime, then in the lifetime of their generations. My dear Virgin Islands people, as we celebrate the return of the legislature, as we remember the 1949 Great March, and as we hold up the memory of those great leaders.
Moving on, viewers, the 11th annual Anegada Lobster Festival, which took place this past weekend, saw the 3-day event highlighting Anegada and various lobster and seafood dishes. The highly anticipated event saw residents from all across the Virgin Islands, including the United States Virgin Islands and other neighboring countries from across the region. Lobster lovers also enjoyed entertainment from various local bands. As part of this year's events, there were several new features that the BVI Tourist Board organized. Among those new features were additional ferries from within the territory, including for the first time, New Horizon Ferry from Jos Van Dyke, along with ferries from neighboring United States Virgin Islands. But there were also the addition of a fun park hosted by the BVI Recreation Trust. With this year's event saw a record high of 12 participating restaurants and vendors, including a new edition of the Party Cycle. Despite a visibly smaller crowd, attendees enjoyed and patronized the various restaurants and spots across the island. Events manager at the BVI Tourist Board, Mr. Dirk Walters, recapped the event with our newsroom.
As we're fresh off of the 11th annual Anegada Lobster Festival, I want to take this time to give a heartfelt thanks to everyone that came out and supported the entire Anegada community, the residents and the business community. We saw persons from throughout here in the Virgin Islands, the USVI, and throughout the rest of the region. We had a record number of participating restaurants in the Anegada Lobster Festival this year, so that was really exceptional. We had boats, additional ferries coming in from the sister island of Jos Van Dyke. It was really great to see the brothers and sisters from our sister island of Jos Van Dyke head over. They represented very well. We had additional activities this year, additional attractions. It was a wonderful experience. A big thank you to all of the participating businesses, their respective sponsors, the government of the Virgin Islands, and of course the BVI Tourist Board and Film Commission. And though we did have some showers here and there, it turned out to be a really exceptional event, and we hope to make it bigger and better going forward, make our little tweaks and adjustments to make it great for everyone. To thank you once again to everyone for coming out.
Some of the popular restaurant stops included Big Bamboo, Little Bit, Anegada Reef, and Potter by the Sea. Access and equity will be the focal point for the Ministry of Education, Youth Affairs and Sports as it observes Special Education Week 2023 this week. But this year's Special Education Week observance will be held under the theme Accessibility and Equity, a Spectrum of Possibilities. And Permanent Secretary in the aforementioned ministry, Dr. Marcia Potter, said her ministry will seek to enhance the experience for students across the territory. She said, and I quote, "It is the aim of the Ministry of Education to strengthen its human capital through professional development opportunities, all the while increasing access and ensuring that equity is provided for all students," end quote. Acting Chief Education Officer Mrs. Arlandette Crabb said 7 special education teachers completed the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States Commonwealth of Learning Assistive Technology course in July. The course, she said, is a course aimed at identifying and utilizing low-cost and low-tech devices to support the learning of students with special needs, also known as the Introduction to Assistive Technology. She said, and I quote, "We continue in the commitment to special education needs and the hope to bring more awareness to the public in the upcoming week, all the while supporting the community of those with special needs," end quote. Well, the week of activities is as follows. On Wednesday, November 29th, which is tomorrow, special education word recognition and general knowledge contest. On Thursday, November 30th, special education video highlights on the Government of the Virgin Islands Facebook page. And on Friday, December 1st, a fun night with equity for all event at Cedar International School from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Up next, Lions Club Christmas tree lighting open season and Green Pledge Drive to be launched. But these are more stories after a word from our sponsors.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Yo, everything good there?
Why? This thing got me one way, daddy.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you, you know?
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit, I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know, I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Welcome back, viewers. On Saturday, November 25th, the Lions Club of Tortola hosted their annual Christmas tree lighting, which signaled the Christmas season in the Virgin Islands. The annual event was once again held at the Sir Orville Georges Plaza and saw a large turnout. But the family-friendly event gave gifts to children as a staple of the event. President of the Lions Club, Daffodil Sampson, spoke on the success of the event and its importance to the community.
This year we heard from Bishop Paul Ricketts. Bishop Ricketts brought us our scripture reading, our prayer, and our reflections. And in his heartfelt prayer, Bishop Ricketts reminded us that Jesus is the reason for the season and wished everyone a Christmas that's filled with good memories. We also heard from Honorable Luce Hodge-Smith, 4th District Representative. Honorable Hodge-Smith thanked our Lions and all LEOs for all of our good works and for consistently hosting this tree lighting ceremony. She thanked us for helping develop the territory and for helping families in need, and encouraged us to continue and to persevere and continue with our good works. We heard from Zone 2A Chairperson, Lion Kamika Forbes, MJF, who brought greetings from our 43rd District Governor, Dr. Carlisle Goddard. Also in attendance was our Honorable Premier, Lion Dr. Natalia Wheatley, who reminded us that Christmas is a special time in the Virgin Islands where persons get together and fellowship as family with food and fun and joy.
President Sampson also took time to thank contributing sponsors.
Nothing that we do as a Lions Club can be done alone, and there are many persons who help make this Christmas tree lighting possible. There are a list of persons which will be posting onto our social media pages and companies who have made it possible for us to execute, and we thank them dearly. From Lions Club of Tortola to your homes, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a bright and a prosperous New Year.
Viewers, here's a quick recap of some of the festivities on the night. The government of the Virgin Islands intends to launch a Green Pledge drive in the coming weeks as part of its plans to encourage residents and businesses to conform to the use of renewable energy products. Premier and Minister of the Environment and Climate Change, Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley, said the drive will be used within the public service to demonstrate the government's commitment to going green. By utilizing this strategy, the Premier is hopeful that the private sector and residents alike are motivated to follow the examples.
Within the next few weeks, the Ministry for the Environment and Climate Change will be launching the Green Pledge Drive. The Green Pledge Drive seeks to scale up the existing Green Pledge program, which encourages all businesses and organizations, including government agencies, to go green by reducing environmental impact during both development and operations. Government will lead by example by making a public service green pledge.
Premier Wheatley also spoke about the cost benefits of going green.
It is a well-established fact that going green is good for the environment and has the potential to save money. A lot of money is spent in fossil fuel. And because fossil fuels have to be imported, this is also an avenue by which a lot of money leaves our economy. Not to mention also fossil fuels are dirty. There are a lot of benefits from green procurement, and it is the policy of the government to ensure that green technology and practices are factored into public projects. We continue to urge persons to embrace the initiatives for transitioning to renewable energy so that we can lessen our carbon footprint and save money.
Viewers, former Premier Andrew Foy had previously said that the territory stands to save approximately $18 million by 2025 if residents and businesses begin to adopt green and smart technology and practices. Well, up next, Andy Bickerton retires early from the BVIFA Football Association, and 15 received new belts from Purple Dragon Grading. With these stories, when 284 News return.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of it. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top up or what?
There goes my new car. Guess I'm back on my bike.
Your bike? CG offers new car replacement. Remember my monster truck days? Well, one night I attempted a 50-foot pogo double backflip. I landed it and went to karaoke. It wasn't until afterward that my car got hit by that fisherman. He gave me some great mahi-mahi though. Anyway, they paid fast and got me in a new car. Now call a cab. I want you to meet my alpaca guy.
New car replacement for the first year of ownership. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Why? This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, I can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you, you know?
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I hustle. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Well, Andrew Andy Bickerton has submitted his resignation and will step down as the president of the BVI Football Association, effective Thursday, November 30th, 2023. In an interview with Bickerton shortly after the news broke, he explained that he decided to resign ahead of his June 2024 mandatory retirement date to focus on pressing issues relating to his family in the United Kingdom. Bickerton initially served in the position from 1991 to 1996, during which the BVI Football Association became members of the Leeward Islands Football Association, the Caribbean Football Union, CONCACAF, and FIFA. He returned briefly from 2002 to 2003 before serving his latest term, which commenced in 2011. A media release from the BVI Football Association highlighted some of the achievements of Bickerton during his tenure. The release said, and I quote, "He has led the recovery of the BVI Football Association through the devastation of Hurricane Irma and the COVID-19 pandemic. During this period, he successfully lobbied the government for the lease of land at East End, upon which a football stadium and athletics track are under development. The site was drained and filled, a turf football field was laid, floodlighting installed, and a foundation for the stand constructed. The completion of the 2,600-seater stand is anticipated to commence shortly. It will provide dressing rooms for the teams and referees, medical facilities, and a gym, as well as accommodate the offices of the BVI Football Association and the National Olympic Committee, along with several concessionary spaces," end quote. But Bickerton is also credited for his involvement in the development of the after-school programs in the territory. Well, his successor will be Mr. Aubrey Libbard, the longest-serving vice president of the BVI Football Association. He will assume the position of interim president until the next annual general meeting, which is scheduled for June 2024. Moving on, viewers, to our final story, where 15 students of the Purple Dragon dojos in the British Virgin Islands received new belts following grading in Trinidad and Tobago on Sunday. It was the Purple Dragon International Black Belt grading number 149. For more in this report. Of the 15 candidates that traveled to Trinidad and Tobago to be graded by founder of Purple Dragon, Grandmaster Professor Don Jacob, 10 received new jet black belts, while the remaining 5 received upgraded black belts. Sensei Otis Jacob went from 3rd degree black belt to 4th degree Renshai. Senpai Nicholas Lorak and Senpai Dr. Michael Penn from 1st degree black belts to 3rd degree black belts. Shariah Romney from 1st degree to 2nd degree black belt. And Sensei Vern Turnbull from 4th degree to 5th degree black belt. The 10 first-time black belts all upgraded from brown belts and included Jamai Evans, Amani Brown, Ariel Stewart, Charlie Sedan, Will Sedan, Eva Fox, Carlton Ridgway, Ethan Faulkner, Alton Bertie, and Kavon Harrigan. The delegation received a warm welcome from family and friends at the Terrence B. Lepsom International Airport on Sunday evening. Following the welcome, Shihan Bevon Batiste provided a brief synopsis of the overall performance of the students and commended them on a job well done.
We are excited, we're real tired, but we are excited. And we had a total of 15 candidates from both groups. All 15 candidates, they not only represented themselves, they represented their family, they represented their dojo, and they represented the entire British Virgin Islands. And I must add, they represented with excellence. And as those of you guys who were streaming, you would have seen how they made us all proud, very, very proud. We have now Sensei Vern, upgraded, 5th Dan black belt, 5th Dan, and that's a huge, huge deal. We have Sensei Otis Jacob. Yeah! We have Dr. Ben and Brother Nicholas. Now carrying the title of Senpai. These gentlemen, they did something really, really special. They went from first degree, skipped 2nd, and went directly to 3rd because of their hard work, their effort. All of those guys worked well, but they put in the time, they trained hard, and they made it, they represented, and now they are carrying the Senpai title. Alright? Now we have, and then we have all the others. We have all made it to all jet black, from brown belt to jet black belt. I mean, such an incredible. I can't even express how happy I am and how these guys contributed to the martial arts system and just represent. BVI had the biggest international presence in Trinidad this round.
The students also demonstrated 2 of the routines from grading.
2, and that is it. Okay? Okay. All right, so Sensei. Sensei, sorry. Let's go. Block 2. 3. Oh shit. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes. Well, that's all we have for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Bye-bye.